says this is the new economy, with side hustles and non-traditional jobs now the new reality.
It's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. It's nothing wrong with doing things the traditional way. But when you think outside the box and you gain a lot of different knowledge, because we have the technology in the world at the palm of our hand.
Coleman has been coming to Hawaii since 2005. In 2021, he moved to the islands to live with his brother, who has been based at Schofield Barracks for more than 20 years. Since first coming here, Coleman fell in love with Hawaii and its people. On the shores and roads of Hawaii, Ronald Coleman hopes to continue to find success on his journey of opportunity. Cynthia Yip, KITV4 Island News.
Fuel. It's the enemy of your engine. What's that, you say? How is that? How can fuel be the enemy of my engine? It's what the engine burns, right? Your engine only burns vaporized fuel. It doesn't burn the liquid fuel. So the job of the carburetor or the injectors is to atomize that fuel, to create small, fine droplets that can then easily vaporize.
Welcome back. Economists in Hawaii say the gig economy has provided people with flexible work options, and its success is a testament to the potential that it holds.
As KITV4 Cynthia Yip reports, a DoorDash driver in Hawaii is breaking all expectations by making more than $100,000 a year. It's all new at 6.
This dasher in Hawaii has found a perfect recipe for success, delivering meals, groceries, and pretty much anything else you could want. But more than that, he is serving up a lucrative income.
You can make a lot of money. You can make more than $100,000. It's all about what you want to make. It's all about you.
And it's all about the hustle. Ronald Coleman works 7 days a week and between 12 to 20 hours a day. His goal is to make $400 each day. So that works out to about $33 to $20 an hour. When he looked at his 1099 in 2022, he saw he raked in $114,000. That even surprised him.
It's still mind-blowing, especially doing it in a place like this. If you're willing to put the time and effort into yourself, it's going to pay off.
Economist Paul Brubaker says this is the new economy, with side hustles and non-traditional jobs now the new reality.
It's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. It's nothing wrong with doing things the traditional way. But when you think outside the box, and you gain a lot of different knowledge, because we have the technology in the world at the palm of our hand.
Coleman has been coming to Hawaii since 2005. In 2021, he moved to the islands to live with his brother, who has been based at Schofield Barracks for more than 20 years. Since first coming here, Coleman fell in love with Hawaii and its people. On the shores and roads of Hawaii, Ronald Coleman hopes to continue to find success on his journey of opportunity. Cynthia Yip, KITV4 Island News.
Economists in Hawaii say the gig economy has provided people with flexible work options, and its success is a testament to the potential that it holds.
As KITV4 Cynthia Yip reports, a DoorDash driver in Hawaii is breaking all expectations by making more than $100,000 a year. It's all new at 6.
This dasher in Hawaii has found a perfect recipe for success, delivering meals, groceries, and pretty much anything else you could want. But more than that, he is serving up a lucrative income.
You can make a lot of money. You can make more than 100,000. It's all about
the hustle. Ronald Coleman works 7 days a week and between 12 to 20 hours a day. His goal is to make $400 each day. So that works out to about $33 to $20 an hour. When he looked at his 1099 in 2022, he saw he raked in $114,000. That even surprised him.
It's still mind-blowing, especially doing it in a place like this. If you're willing to put the time and effort into yourself, it's going to pay off.
Economist Paul Brubaker says this is the new economy, with side hustles and non-traditional jobs now the new reality.
It's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. It's nothing wrong with doing things the traditional way. But when you think outside the box, and you gain a lot of different knowledge, because we have the technology in the world at the palm of our hand.
Coleman has been coming to Hawaii since 2005. In 2021, he moved to the islands to live with his brother, who has been based at Schofield Barracks. First coming here, Coleman fell in love with Hawaii and its people. On the shores and roads of Hawaii, Ronald Coleman hopes to continue to find success on his journey of opportunity. Cynthia Yip, KITV4 Island News.
Economists in Hawaii say the gig economy has provided people with flexible work options, and its success is a testament to the potential that it holds.
As KITV4 Cynthia Yip reports, a DoorDash driver in Hawaii is breaking all expectations by making more than $100,000 a year. It's all new at 6.
This dasher in Hawaii has found a perfect recipe for success, delivering meals, groceries, and pretty much anything else you could want. But more than that, he is serving up a lucrative income.
You can make a lot of money. You can make more than 100,000. It's all about what you want to make. It's all about you.
And it's all about the hustle. Ronald Coleman works 7 days a week and between 12 to 20 hours a day. His goal is to make $400 each day. So that works out to about $33 to $20 an hour. When he looked at his 1099 in 2022, he saw he raked in $114,000. That even surprised him.
It's still mind-blowing, especially doing it in a place like this. If you're willing to put the time and effort into yourself, it's going to pay off.
Economist Paul Brubaker says this is the new economy, with side hustles and non-traditional jobs now the new reality.
It's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. It's nothing wrong with doing things the traditional way. But when you think outside the box, and you gain a lot of different knowledge, because we have the technology in the world at the palm of our hand.
Coleman has been coming to Hawaii since 2005. In 2021, he moved to the islands to live with his brother, who has been based at Schofield Barracks for more than 20 years. Since first coming here, Coleman fell in love with Hawaii and its people. On the shores and roads of Hawaii, Ronald Coleman hopes to continue to find success on his journey of opportunity. Cynthia Yip, KITV4 Island News.
Welcome back. Economists in Hawaii say the gig economy has provided people with flexible work options, and its success is a testament to the potential
Don't smart, they get up.
are at the palm of our hand.
Coleman has been coming to Hawaii since 2005. In 2021, he moved to the islands to live with his brother, who has been based at Schofield Barracks for more than 20 years. Since first coming here, Coleman fell.
Imagine this, a day filled with indulgence, bursting with excitement.
Economists in Hawaii say the gig economy has provided people with flexible work options, and its success is a testament to the potential that it holds.
As KITV4's Cynthia Yip reports, a DoorDash driver in Hawaii is breaking all expectations by making more than $100,000 a year. It's all new at 6.
This dasher in Hawaii has found a perfect recipe for success, delivering meals, groceries, and pretty much anything else you could want. But more than that, he is serving up a lucrative income.
You can make a lot of money. You can make more than 100,000. It's all about what you want to make. It's all about you.
And it's all about the hustle. Ronald Coleman works 7 days a week and between 12 to 20 hours a day. His goal is to make $400 each day. So that works out to about $33 to $20 an hour. When he looked at his 1099 in 2022, he saw he raked in $114,000. That even surprised him.
It's still mind-blowing, especially doing it in a place like this. If you're willing to pay off.
Economist Paul Brubaker says this is the new economy, with side hustles and non-traditional jobs now the new reality.
It's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. It's nothing wrong with doing things the traditional way. But when you think outside the box and you gain a lot of different knowledge, because we have the technology in the world at the palm of our hand.
Coleman has been coming to Hawaii since 2005. In 2021, he moved to the islands to live with his brother, who has been based at Schofield Barracks for more than 20 years. Since first coming here, Coleman fell in love with Hawaii and its people. On the shores and roads of Hawaii, Ronald Coleman hopes to continue to find success on his journey of opportunity. Cynthia Yip, KITV4 Island News.
Imagine this, a day filled with indulgence, bursting with excitement and packed with extraordinary moments that build memories to last a lifetime. Savor the unparalleled experience of the legendary Roots
I think $100,000 a year, a solid hustle, a legit hustle, a true man, a supporter. So let me know in the comment. I'm about to read some comments right now because I know definitely some people that's talking crazy. Shout out to my sister Danielle. What up, Danielle? Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link in a minute so you can jump in. I definitely want to hear your point of view. My sister Danielle will tell the truth. She definitely from the west side of Chicago, so she know a hustler when she see it. And I already know what she gonna say. He bringing the bag in. As long as you bringing the bag in, that's all that matter. He's bringing the bag in. So, hey, my sister's a real one. She'll take a cat doing illegal if you do it. If you're a scammer, you're a hustler, you're whatever, you bringing the bag in. Now, don't get it twisted. She might prefer a regular smuggler dude. Now, because we older, she got kids in college, she got kids, we got kids. So you don't really want that type of life. But I know for sure, women in my family, they not knocking the cat, making 100 stacks. Because, I come from the truck drivers. I come from, my whole family drive trucks. Grandfather, father, aunties, uncles, cousins, nieces, everybody, they all got CDLs. They all driving trucks. So I know that's a grind. And I know they appreciate the grind. So, ladies, would you honor, respect this dude who out on the grind, delivering food? Would you tell your mom, your sister, your girlfriend, yeah, what your husband do for a living, what your man do for a living, oh, he a DoorDash driver? Is that something that's cool, or is it looked at like, nah, my man can't do that, he gotta do something else? So like I say, I'm taking comments. Shout out to my cousin Keena, checking in. You dig? Hey, and I know for a fact that I know chicks who got dudes that work way lesser jobs and brought in way lesser money, and he was head of the household. He still is getting a big piece of chicken at dinner time. He still is getting his feet rubbed, still is getting massages, still getting the royal king treatment. And he wasn't bringing in the bag like this, but he was around and he was taking care of the family. My grandfathers, they brought the bag in. I can't even lie. My grandfathers was different cloth of dudes. They brought the bag in, but they still had that same type of hustle. Me, I'm a barber. I'm gonna bring 100 stacks a year in. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? By hook or crook. If I gotta cut hair and sell weed, fundraiser, to do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta sell barbering products, do-rags, whatever it takes to bring it in, you know, I'm gonna do it. I'm a hustler. It ain't about the legal part, it's about the hustler. So I wanted to make sure y'all know, and just want to know. I got my peoples in the crowd too. Y'all see them too. Shout out to Mad. You dig? He and this boy, you know, Shot Times Finals. Y'all already know this cat, man. He from the crib. Y'all already know. And I got my other homeboy riding with me. My man Mike, man, from the ATL, baby. East Atlanta Village right here. He tuning in with me too. Y'all make sure y'all check out Mike. Got some heat too on the music side too. We gonna talk about that later on the Dope Lines podcast. But right now we on the Fish and Spaghetti show. So we talking that real topic shit. And we also gonna get into, for my Chicagoans too, we also gonna talk about Brandon versus Willie. It's a real deep topic because I know a lot of y'all went out and voted for Brandon, and I know y'all got buyer's remorse because y'all talk shit about Willie Wilson. Y'all said he was slow. Y'all said he was country. Y'all said he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He wasn't capable of running the city of the size of Chicago. But as you see, Brandon can't run shit. Brandon is probably going down as one of the worst mayors already in Chicago history. He only been in the joint less than 2 months, I think. But he just been horrible on the situations going on in the city with the immigrants, with the crime, with the kids, the takeovers, with the police. Really wouldn't have did. Like even now, I heard they got it where the immigrants get to be police officers without any documentation of being a U.S. citizen. They're able to be police officers and police your neighborhood. That's the craziest shit in the world. They already running rapid in Chicago. They got $51 million allocated to them. They stand in 3-star, 4-star hotels. They live in a life, third world countries, and they move into a city the size of Chicago, Texas, all these cities that they getting shipped to, New York, and they really not fit to be in. Said, ladies, we getting into this whole thing. What up, cuzzo? My cousin, shout out to my cousin, Bebe, tuning in, you dig, from the crib. Bebe, I definitely gotta ask you, man. I know you are a hard-working dude. You know what I'm saying? You take care of the family. You like your pops. You work hard. Your pops, I think my uncle Henry worked for the post office until he passed away. You know, hard-working dude. He owned a lot of stuff. You are the type of dude that's like him. So would you even respect a woman that didn't admire or like your hustle, knowing that you out here grinding, putting in 12, 14-hour work days, 60-hour work weeks? You know what I'm saying? It's almost, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Like, to a lot of ladies saying they wouldn't date a guy like that, I gotta flip the question. What would make you think that a dude who making 6 figures even want to date a chick that don't the shit? Because I'm saying, like, it's a lot of other shit that a cat could be doing in these streets and he ain't making 100,000. There's some niggas out here who selling drugs that ain't making 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of cats that probably break the first rule. They getting high off their own supply. So like I say, man, y'all tune in with your boy, man. We trying to find out what's going on. I'm gonna add some people's into my live link. That's how we doing it. We got the live link situation. So if I didn't get your email, y'all make sure y'all send me your email so I can get y'all lined up, so I can get y'all in on the show. This is the Dope Lines Podcast, Fish and Spaghetti Show. Dope Lines Network, YouTube. Like, subscribe, share. We going down every Friday. I'm broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia. I know it's crazy because it's a Chicago-based podcast, and I ain't even in the crib. But that's a whole nother episode. The reason I'm not in the crib, not at the crib, and I can't lie, because it's a goddamn blue state. And I just can't get down with the blue state. Not because, and this is like the reason, like the Brandon Johnson, what's his name, the mayor name? What's the mayor name in Chicago, Brandon Johnson? Brandon Johnson, he's from my land, he's from the west side of Chicago, he's from the 60644, which is highly disappointing because the man just so soft on crime. He even scared to call the kids thugs. He refused to call them mob action. First of all, growing up in Chicago, if you in a crowd 3 or more, you can get arrested for mob action. Am I right? Mob action was a legit law. Mob action. So now they asking the mayor, like, what you gonna do about the mob scene? Whatever. He's saying it's not a mob scene. It's just a bunch of what's his word?
It's definitely more than 3.
Yeah, it's more than 3 or more. Yeah, it's mob action. But he's saying that the kids are disadvantaged. That's his word. They from a disadvantaged area, and which might be true. West Side Chicago don't have the advantages that the rest of the city have. But you can't say these kids are lacking anything when they walking around with $200 sneakers, $400 belts on, Gucci, Louis Prada, all this shit, Chanel, and you saying these kids are, look, I never had that shit. I had to grow up and work and bust my ass to get the Gucci, the Prada, Louis, all this shit. These kids were spoiled, and they going around on the internet setting up events where they can go and loot and ravage and tear up stuff in the city. And the mayor is still refused to call them out for what it is. These kids are using somebody's Wi-Fi, somebody's cell phone that they probably not even paying for, to go set up these meetings where they can go meet up in different spots of the city and just cause havoc and wreak havoc through all the city. And the mayor, being that he's so soft on crime, and he's saying that they just kids and all this stuff, but as bad as we was, we never did no stuff like that. It was never like a thing where we had a chance to even set up an event to go and do that stuff. Our stuff was sporadic. When the Bulls won, yeah, we loaded. Yeah, we tore some stuff up. We did all that. But we definitely, and we was underprivileged. We was the deprived kids. We was coming up in the cribs that didn't have much projects, all that stuff. It ain't even no projects no more. You can't even say these kids from the projects. They off the block with it. They in houses. You know what I'm saying? Like they in they not even living like we were living. They got, with the help, if you can use the internet to set up a event, that's what it is, a thug event, to go and tear up some shit, you can use your internet to do a lot of other stuff to get money. Like, we never had an advantage to be able to talk to the whole world off the palm of our hand, or on a tablet or a laptop. We never had those type of situations where we can go online and fill out applications and get a job here, get a job there, or whatever. Or even like, I remember moving to Atlanta back in the 90s. I didn't have the internet where I can go find me an apartment before I moved there, or find me a job before I moved there. So when I moved there, everything was already situated. Never had that type of situation. Now these kids can move anywhere. They can get a job any city. They can apply for any school. They can do whatever. So it really ain't no excuse for talking about underprivileged, deprived kids. That's a lot of bull. So the mayor really need to get real, coming from the city, being that he from the west side too. He gotta be real. He gotta show some realness and put his foot down. The problem is the parents. The parents. Anytime you allow your kids to do this stuff, you know what they're doing, and it's cool, and you cool with it, you think it's funny, it's cool, that's the problem. And I see in Chicago, like I say, I love my city to death, but I just can't live in that type of environment when I know it's something different. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be a fool to stay there and keep bumping my head against this brick wall trying to get shit to change, and it don't change. And I'm not the one to play the pity party and be like, oh, these kids, they whatever. They need jobs, but they don't need, they getting money. The problem is not them getting money. These kids know how to get money. They scammers. They will scam anybody. They probably walking around with more money than the grown-ups. You know what I mean? But it's just that criminal aspect and that criminal-minded mindset that they have, and they're able to use their phone to wreak havoc. They're able to use their social media connects to connect shit and wreak havoc. So, like I said, it's sad to see the city go down like that, and watch this new mayor come in and really like turn a blind eye on what's going on. So, like I say, man, I just want to put this out there as far as like Willie Wilson versus Brandon Johnson. Like say, I said, talk to the parents. It's crazy that, and I would even go as far as saying some of these parents need to be accountable for what their kids' actions. Like, I don't care if your kids 17, 18, 19, if they still living in your household and they doing this type of stuff, you need to be held accountable too, because you are allowing this stuff to go on. And you can blame the city, blame the police, blame the mayor, blame everybody, but you really have, it starts in the house. I know growing up in Chicago, it's certain shit that we couldn't do. We couldn't just go on Sister Road and on the main street and be out there. I was more worried about people in my family catching me on the streets trying to do something than the police. I was worried about my uncles and aunties and cousins riding on the street and seeing me outside trying to hustle, trying to do something. I would call the police if they caught me, because they go kill me. I need the police. Fuck you talking about? So, like you say, the kids definitely getting away with stuff that we couldn't have got away, because ain't no ass weapons. You know what I'm saying? And it's partly by the laws that's out there where ain't no ass weapon, but it's mainly the parents. The young parents being too cool with the kids, friends with the kids, thinking that shit is cool, thinking it's okay, justifying the situation, making excuses, like the mayor. It's going to take his kids to get in some trouble before he really understand, like, yo, we got to straighten this shit. Hopefully, he won't be mayor for long. I can't even lie. The fact that he's in office and everything is going bad, he's allocating money to a lot of immigrants that's coming in. He's making sure that they getting housed, they getting jobs, they able to be police officers, they're able to move in to different places without the proper credentials. They're not legal citizens. They don't have the credit. They don't have anything. They're getting vouchers from the city, from the country, the state, and they're able to move and circulate in the city. And I was looking at this interview that Joe Biden did maybe a few years ago when he first became president, and he told Al Sharpton and the rest of those gatekeepers that we don't even have to worry about. He told the black people, you have to worry about being third. The Mexicans and Hispanics are going to pass you up, and you're going to be the majority, and you're going to be the minority. So when I heard that, it was like a plan that was already put in effect already. I don't even think he meant to say that out loud. You know, Joe be just spazzing out sometimes. I don't even think he meant to say that out loud, but he did, and I caught it, and you can look it up. I'm gonna pull up the video later and show y'all when he said that that Mexicans are gonna be the majority and we're gonna be behind them. So seeing that and seeing that they just able to come over here and now they can vote, be police officers, live anywhere they want to. It's coming to fruition. And the crazy thing about it is that when it's time to vote, they're going to be able to vote without ID, without any identification at all, without even knowing how to speak English. They're going to be able to vote for president of the United States. And we worried about people with felonies and all this stuff. They can't vote and all that stuff. And you got these peoples coming in, and that's by design. They need and want them votes. They said, we'll let you over here. We want y'all to come. Y'all come on. All that was propaganda just to get them to come over so they can get their votes. They pretty much was buying their votes by giving them opportunity to come. And I can't lie, I like what they did in D.C. Not D.C. I like what they did in Florida, in Texas, by sending the immigrants up north. Like, y'all voted for this. Y'all wanted this. Y'all opened the borders up. Y'all want this action, so y'all gonna get this action. You want this work, you're gonna get this work. So they start sending them to Martha's Vineyards. They start sending them to the doorsteps of the old mayor of Lightfoot, Chicago. They start sending them to Houston, all over to New York. The mayor, Eric Adams, he going crazy in New York. He begging the residents, please take in these people. They're on the streets. They looking bad. And then in Chicago, you got some ladies who coming up pregnant because the police are raping these women. We're not even raping them. They just getting them pregnant. They having a whole fiesta with these chicks. So it's just like, excuse the pun, too, fiesta, but it's just crazy that this stuff is going down and we even have to talk about this. But like I say, all my people's, yeah. But like I say, that's a whole nother topic. We go get on that later. I know the ladies, they tuning in. They want to chat. They want to chat about the door driver making 100 stacks a year, and the question: would you be proud to date a DoorDash driver, even if he making 100,000 a year? So that's the topic we sticking on. But like I say, we all over the place. Fitz and Spaghetti Show. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, hit that like button, man. It's every Friday, man. We going in. We gonna be all over. I might be in Chicago. I might be in LA. I might be in New York. Anywhere, but we going in Midwest style. If you from the Midwest, you definitely got to feel this. Because we definitely gonna be talking about some Detroit issues. We definitely gonna be talking about stuff that's happening in Indiana. I got my cousin. He out there in Indianapolis. We gonna talk about that. We geared to the Midwest. Definitely geared to Chicago, definitely geared to the city. So like I say, shout out to all my people tuning in, man. I know it's a new show, like I say, Friday night. I need y'all to like, subscribe, share, man, like right now. Hit that button. You see this shit ticking right here. Dope Lines Podcast, Dope Lines Network, you know what I'm saying? Got my peoples in the building, man. Like I say, it's a great night, Friday night. That's how we do it. So let me check out some of the chat to see what's going on. Oh, okay, I got my people tuning in. What up, my man? E. Mosley, what up? E. Mosley, my man. He say he been driving. He been doing the gig, the driving gigs for years now, and he definitely made over the past 4 years. He said he definitely made over 100,000 a year. So now when you start to add it up, 100,000 this year. You looking 5 years and this man done made 500,000. Come on, man, do the math. If you work 5 years and you made 100,000 every year for 5 years, you grossing a check. And if you got good spending habits, then you really raking up some bread. So like I say, first of all, any woman to rag a dude or talk bad about a dude that's getting 6 figures and doing it honestly without being a scammer or a hustler, a drug dealer, or whatever. And really, this dude need to be put up on a pedestal. This dude need to be treated like a king when he come in the house. Like, ain't no way this type of action should be just like, he ain't nothing. I'm gonna go date this dude that got good weed. This nigga sell 3 5s. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the craziest thing in the world, man. But like I said, oh yeah, I gotta say one thing too. Shout out to my old man. Shout out to my pops, man. My dad. Happy birthday, man. It's August 11th, man. Happy birthday, old man. I love you, man. You still looking good, man. I'm gonna check you out this weekend. We gonna definitely shop it up.
It's Pop's birthday.
Pop's birthday, baby. We gonna get some Martell. We gonna get some Heineken. We gonna get up there, boy. We go chop it up. So yeah. So I got my man. Like I say, I got a guy. My man, my Unc Mad. He definitely drove and did this service for a while. Man, can you tell him about the driving gig job that you had and the hours you put in and the money that you made?
Uber driver. I got one homie guaranteed he probably made $200,000 a year.
Damn.
Uber driver.
Damn. So that mean he bringing in about 8 a day?
Man, listen.
Or averaging 8 a day.
Man, listen. If you got a Lincoln Navigator XL, you got
Yep.
a Suburban
Yep.
XL, you got an Escalade XL.
Yep.
Every time they touch your door now, there's $25.
Yep.
If you hustling, you gonna get it, baby.
You gonna get it. Let's tell you, all you gotta do is put them hours in.
You gonna get it.
And you talking about what's the average drive for XL? Like how far would you have to take somebody for that $25? Like
The people that order those vehicles, they order those vehicles for air transport airport and order those vehicles when they in town for events.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they order those, so those vehicles, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna say like this. We in Atlanta right now. The Beyonce concert is here this weekend.
Kind of money they
So if you drive an Uber Black or whatever, and you in the city, you got the Beyonce concert Friday, Saturday, and she got a show Monday. How much money can you bring in on a weekend like this in Atlanta, driving Uber Black?
at least 500. That's at least.
And that's a day. Easy.
That's if you out there.
Yep.
You
Yep.
gotta be out
Yep.
there to get that
Yep.
paper.
But
What I mean by that, see, they got limousines.
yeah.
Limousines
Yeah.
most of the bulk of that break.
Yeah.
But you get the people that work that's in these hotels that's right here. It's small, like a loop in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
So if you getting all these people that's going to these hotels right here, and you out there, you gonna get that bread.
So you driving, like you say, you get you a Tahoe Suburban or a Cadillac truck, and you driving the XL on a airport trips, hotel to hotel to the venue, hotel to the restaurants. Everything is $25, and you just
$25
and I know and I know your joint gonna be ringing crazy. That when you get on the app and you hit go to go online, that boy is gonna be non-stop on a weekend like this. So I know you ain't lying. So you saying for the Friday, Saturday, and the Sunday, you probably can gross about 2,000 easy.
You can easily make over a stack.
Easy.
Easy.
And I'm talking about you ain't really got to go out drive far. Like he said, the Uber XL and Uber Lyft shit's so sweet that you can drive them from their hotel to a restaurant, which is maybe like 6-7 miles away, and that's $25, and then drop like say starting at 25. That's the thing you got to say, starting at 25. So a dude who's driving DoorDash, I know it ain't the most popular shit to say. You know, it's like, yeah, you drive it, but if you can make $400 a day, like this man did, driving DoorDash, picking up food and drop it off, that's incredible. Because that means you, first of all, that means you staying consistent, you hustling, and so much money out there, and you getting it. But I've been hearing a lot of ladies, which is kind of alarming, and they all, and it's crazy because I'm definitely, I was hoping that they was gonna tune in and talk that shit they was saying, but they were just saying that if they did do DoorDash and was getting money, or just was a driver period like that, it can only be temporary, or it only can be a part-time.
I even hit you with even one better than that. What about a doorman?
Damn. See, all those jobs are you know, they quote unquote.
I know a doorman that make $100,000.
I believe you. I believe you.
And 50,000 in tips.
See, that's what they don't equate. Anytime you got them that can rake in that amount of money on just tips, come on, man. Like I say, I come from the like I know my granny wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't be in the equation, because when she said he had a job and he was bringing in that money every day, she not even go question how you got it or what you doing. As long as you bringing in the money and them bills are paid, the refrigerator full, ain't nobody asking or needing nothing. Like that's crazy. Like you say, a weekend like this in Atlanta, Beyonce in town, you got the Reggae Fest, man. It's up to you. Really, I would drive until they make me shut it down.
Armada train conductor.
Oh, definitely go bring in money. But like I say, now with music, movies, TV, it's a whole lot of
A metro.
yeah. No, but those are like okay, what's the chick named Erica K. Williams? We got to go back to that. When she said, they asked her would she date a bus driver. And this the chick that said, no, she wouldn't date a bus driver. He got to own the bus. He got to own the bus.
I was on my way that way.
So, this was saying, so and to hear women, grown women, come out and say, no, I can't date a bus driver. He would have to own the bus. Well, first of all, how do you think you get your money up to buy a bus unless you start off working for a company and stacking some money? You can't just start off like, I'm gonna buy a bus and open up my own company. You gotta start from the ground and work your way up. You gotta learn how to drive the bus. You gotta learn how the company works before you open up one. Huh?
Unless you inherited your
Unless you inherited it, but then at that point, shit, what make you think that this dude wanna fuck with you? Shit, he got that
part.
That part. This man got enough money where he can start his own company. Shit, he gonna get him a chick that got her own bag. You know what I'm saying? Shit, or got
inherited money means arranged marriage.
That's how it used to be, and that's how it should be. If I was passing down money,
Keep the money.
if I was passing down money to my son, I'm going to try to put into that will or that clause
Make sure
that
you
you have to,
right.
yeah, marry a certain type of
Marry
chick, and it might be a
right.
chick that I already put in your eyesight. I put it around you.
Put it in his aura.
Yeah, I put it there like this the one you need to be with. You've been around her. I know her family. You know her family. She getting money. They been getting money, and she's the good one. Like you say, like back in the day, the shotgun wedding.
Yes, sir.
That's how
Yes, sir.
Dynasty stayed
You're gonna put him with
Dynasty.
something good if you can.
That's how Dynasty
And hope
stayed
it work
Dynasty.
out.
That's
You're
it.
gonna put him with something good, Joe.
And if he blow that or she blow that, that's on you. But I know if you get, that'll be a clause in my will. If you get this money that I'm gonna leave you, you got to bring a certain type of chick home before you got to marry a certain type of chick before you even get this money.
To the table.
You have to have. She don't have to be a college grad. She don't have to be that, but she has to be a career-minded woman, somebody who's a professional and know. She can't be no freelancing chick that's out there.
Listening, they ain't gonna like this.
Nah, I know, but the truth is though, a lot of the women that's tuning in, like I say, my family members, they already know how I think, they know how they think. So the women know it might not sound right, but they know it's right because, like I said, if a man make $100,000 in a year, what are you going to bring to the table so he can mess with you? What would make him stay with you and stay faithful? If you making $100,000 a year, no matter what you doing, and I'm dating you, and you not bringing that type of bag in, and I know, okay, sex is great and all that, but no, it got to be more than that. So I know, like a lot of women might get mad or whatever, but we just talking some realistic stuff. And then the women who get mad, I hate to say it, y'all probably not married, probably not even close to getting married. I ain't even gonna hold you because your mindset is all twisted. You have to be on the same page. Because I know a lot of y'all who deal with scammers and drug dealers who ain't making no money. I know a lot of y'all who dealing with these niggas who still, goddamn it, in the lab making songs, spending their money in the studio, and ain't bringing no money home to the family, ain't paying no bills, ain't doing nothing. But this nigga got a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna keep it a band. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, and if you got kids, can a woman really tell her daughter, don't date this dude who bringing in this bag because he is a DoorDash driver? Can you really, would you really tell or would you tell your son, don't date this chick, she a DoorDash driver, she getting bread, but she just not doing what we want her to do? That's some asinine stuff. It's almost thinking backwards and stuff. So like I say, to all my ladies tuning in, I ain't trying to piss y'all off or nothing, but this is the honest to God truth. And a lot of cats out here, you see, they dealing with this stuff. And the whole mindset, Some of y'all women need to talk to other women to understand where I'm coming from. Because y'all might say, oh yeah, you a dude, you bastard, you don't know this stuff. And I know the music out here now, where y'all need a 6-figure nigga, y'all want to buy this bag, this purse, all this stuff. And the dude ain't got no money, he a bum. It's in the music. You got some, like women might get mad at me, but broke ass niggas can't get none. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. I can't. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't know another race of people that got music where they saying that the man gotta do this, he gotta check this type of bag, he gotta do this. I don't hear that shit from no other ethnicity. No other group of people talk like that. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like the whole mindset of us, where a dude might not work a regular job because he think it's lame or square or whatever, and rather be the job that's popular. It ain't, you know.
Getting married again and grow with a nigga.
See, that's nothing. I think that part is dead. The whole struggle part. Like now it's like you got to come in with a bag. You got to already have a bag. You can't grow together and get a bag, start a business. Now I think like 85% of divorces are not because of cheating. 85% of divorces come from
the bag.
The bag. This nigga ain't got the bag no more. He lost his job. He got laid off.
But a nigga that got the bag.
And he got the bag. The pandemic showed a lot. How people couldn't stay together because might have lost a job or wasn't bringing the same amount of money or whatever. So the women looked at them as like, that's not it. So they all, you know, you're not it. They going with the cats who got the glorified hustles. They out there doing their thing. They on Instagram. They taking trips. They you know, they flying out. They doing all this stuff. But like you say, ain't no stability with that. It's like they throwing rocks at the penitentiary. And that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of women will even take a cat that's throwing rocks at the penitentiary over a cat that's really putting his grind down and putting his hustle down and working hard, man. So like I say, man, I just want to talk about that, man. This Dope Lines Podcast, man, Fish and Spaghetti Show. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, man. Right at the bottom, Dope Lines Network, man. It's an every Friday thing, man. We trying to get it growing, so we just trying to make sure everybody know about it. Make sure y'all share the link, man. Make sure y'all let y'all peoples know what we doing, man, and how we doing it. It's only gonna get greater. And make sure y'all tune in Sunday. Sunday we doing a Dope Lines Nas Magic 2 album review. We reviewing the whole Nas album, man. The Magic 2 album. That's Sunday. Dope Lines Podcast, Dope Lines Network, man. We got a whole lot of shit popping, man. I'm not even gonna hold y'all tonight. Like I said, man, it's Friday night. We just getting started. I got some people that I supposed to brought in on the live due to technical situations. I'm not gonna bring them in, but I'm definitely gonna rebroadcast this, and we're gonna talk about this later. Like I say, the whole Brandon versus Willie, that's a ongoing conversation that we really got to get into, because y'all still voting for these peoples, man, and they don't have your best interest, man. And I don't care if they black, y'all voting for symbols, man. I don't care if they the first black, the first woman, the first gay woman, black. Man, I don't care what that is. Vote for the people that's gonna come in and do the job, man. People that care about the situation, people that care about the city, people like Willie Wilson, man, who've been fixing potholes in the city since forever. Willie Wilson done paid for gas for people during the pandemic. Willie Wilson brought in the face mask when we was during the pandemic, and we didn't have no fucking, face mask, and the mayor Lightfoot couldn't get to connect. Willie had to connect, and that's what he do. He's a millionaire, multi-millionaire from running medical supplies. You know what I'm saying? With his slow ass. Y'all call him slow country and everything. But Willie's a fucking father. He's a man. He's a grandfather. He's aunt. So, man, like I say, man, Y'all tune in with me, man. We gonna talk this shit on the daily, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. I'm your boy T Hyphen, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This the Fish and Spaghetti show. This is just the start. It's just a start. It get